Hey, hey, all right, we back in the place to be. Okay, we're going forward with this. I know we got deep. We got deep on them last couple ones, you know. And like I said, I know I don't rub everybody the right way sometimes, but you know what? I'm still chosen. And you chosen. And you in here for a reason. So, you know, we got to do the darn thing. Um, Sometimes telling it like it is. Oh, here come the airplanes where I live in the military base. Uh, they so loud over here. But sometimes, yeah, like you know, it is what it is. Okay, I ain't gonna put butter and sugar on nothing. We living in some precarious times. Okay, it's time to just give it to them straight. Will you hurry up? These planes going by. So yeah, in regards to this Diddy stuff, listen. I'm gonna get him on it, but Diddy, he got them gifts. Yeah, he chosen. Jay-Z too. All of them. If they wasn't chosen, you wouldn't have been so attracted to that light. You get what I'm saying? One of my favorite artists that rolled up out of that whole mix with him, that he could have spotted an artist like that. Listen, the ones he put that talent out there, Diddy knew what he was doing. Okay, my thing is like this one I love the work she's done. I don't worship her, but I don't worship none of them. But the work she's done, and she came out of some bad circumstances too, is that Faith Evans. Faith Evans, that's my girl. She's straight up New York, give it to you straight. She came up out the church. The girl can blow, and she sings. Woo! She can sing, okay? And my favorite one that she did with Whitney Houston and Kelly Price, that they killed it on that Heartbreak Hotel. Heartbreak Hotel. She said, ooh, ooh, whoa. You said, that was Whitney. She said, oh, why'd you have to tell me that way? Ooh, Faith killed it. Her and Kelly Price, oh, they smoke. I love it. I play that sometimes. But yeah, one thing about Faith is she was put in that movie with Beyonce, with Cuba Gooding Jr. about the temptation, about fighting temptation. That's the name of that movie. A lot of good people, artists was up in there. But yeah, Faith, her role in the movie was kind of small and insignificant. Her grandmother or somebody died, and then she was a great church singer, but they shunned her because she was performing the wrong kind of music or whatever. And then it all flowed into becoming all about Beyonce. I'm like, well, wait, hold up. That should be about Faith, but it wasn't her time to shine. It was time to bring Beyonce on board. But listen, Faith, you can't tell me nothing. Faith is the bomb. I love me some Faith. What she be saying? That song, the album she made, Keep the Faith. You have no idea. She's more than just, I remember the way you used to love me, baby. She was more than that, okay? I seen the lightning flashing her roll. Oh, I feel the cold wind blowing, trying to conquer my soul. And if I just said he will fight my battles, yeah, all through the night. And if I just, I don't have to fight no more, no. Problems, they will come all through the night. She be saying, joy is gonna come tomorrow. It will. Oh, I'm gonna keep it. Tell my Faith. Said I gotta keep it, yeah. 'Cause I've never seen the righteous forsaken. Never say begging for bread. We will endure it for a night. Oh, you got to listen to that album, Keep the Faith. She smoked it, okay? Diddy, listen, it's like the story of Mary Magdalene. People judged her so bad. And she was on that Breakfast Club talking about how she was sexually promiscuous back in the day. Everybody went crazy. Diddy has done some terrible things too. I know. There's prisoners on death row that they can get redeemed. It's not up to us. They've been tortured souls. We're supposed to forgive them for our salvation, not for them, for us. Forgiveness is for you. You cleaning up your temple and stuff, you got to forgive. Stop looking at all that stuff, judging him. They want you to get mad. I'm telling you, that's how they get that loose. Forgive your enemies. Release it off of us. We don't know we don't know them personally, but things they've done that strike a nerve, if you get, lost and stuff. Baba Vanga teaches us this, what I'd say, the 5 spiritual gifts we got to develop within us. Self-knowledge, humility, service, perseverance, and faith. You build all them up, and then you're going to be that force that God needs you to be. We must be compassionate. I used to go with other evangelists to prisons to sing and hold service. My daddy, I told you, he was in the prison system. I wrote them letters, and I kept them and made it into a book. It was so deep. I made it for the whole family. And it didn't go over that well. People didn't like it, and I wrote it. It was just, I was the one that was writing to him all the time. Some of them stopped. I was close to my daddy. Anyways, I'll read you them letters sometimes. It's very good. He was so funny and witty. He gave us music lessons on what to study. He taught me the jazz from being inside there. Okay? He was so wise. He wrote poetry like Gil Haran, Gibran. The Last Poets, he talked about that album a lot. They was like the first rappers, those dudes. And if you ever heard about the Last Poets, they were like, Jones going down and all that. They was deep during the revolution, talking about the revolution. Before you had Public Enemy, it was them, okay? So, but yeah, Diddy and Real Bad Prisoners deserve redemption. To believe it or not, they've been used and abused and possessed by demons. They need deliverance, just like you and I. Wouldn't believe you don't know half these fools walking around next to us are free on the streets. You don't know what they're capable of. Okay? I remember we went to a visit to go visit my dad when he was up in that Sing Sing. One year I was around 13 years old. We locked us in this room. One guard with over 30 people in their different tables and stuff with their family. Security checks. We had to go through so many security checks to get in there. My sister had a rod in her back. From surgery she had for the scoliosis. So that thing kept going off, so we kept having to go back around through the security checks. Oh, here we go again. Wasn't her fault, but whatever. That's how strict it was to get up in there. So this dude was a guy in there. My dad's sitting there talking to us, joking, telling us stories, and we're sitting there all scared, like, oh my goodness, we're in a room full of criminals. And he gonna tell us, see that guy right over there? He's the one from the Amityville horror movie. Yeah, he the one that killed the whole, the family. He killed the unalived, or however that word should be. For, allegedly. No, it ain't allegedly. The man did what he did, and he was in there with my dad. So, but it's for educational purposes only. We're talking here about this. So, it's kind of like he was a Manson-type celebrity up in there. He told us, he said to that man, what you do that to your family for? Why you unalive your whole family? What's wrong with you? He talked to the dude. The dude said, the devil made me do it. Good laugh. My father said, fool, you crazy. You crazy. You definitely got the devil up. And you talking about the devil made me do it, like it was funny. And he was like, yeah, that whole book and everything, they turned it all into this and that. But he said, nah, it wasn't like extreme. They just capitalized off it, whatever. But he was like, the dude, he talked to him. I was shook. Like, we had to sit next to all that. And then, it was just something else. Like, you go visit your parents. That's one thing I never really liked, was my mother made us go up there. Why we got to come up here and visit him? We didn't put him in here. I love him and everything. But it was like, she did it almost every weekend in the summer. So that's why I spent a lot of time in New York, too. But it was like, we sit there and he yelling at us, you better be doing good in school. If you screwing up when I come home, I'm going to do, And I'm like, what you going to do? You can't do nothing. What you finna do? So, but I didn't say that, of course, not to him. You don't mess with my father. My father was part of that stuff. Like, when Denzel was in that movie about Frank Lucas, I forget the name of it. He was a character like that. You don't play with him. He was part of that. The real BMF, okay? You don't mess with him. So, it was like, But anyway, so that's going to be it for today. Going to wrap it all up. And I hope y'all have the rest of a lovely day. Keep on working on your intentions and stuff. There might be a moon tonight. If it is, I'll make an angel video for you with a little bit of intention instructions. I love you. Stay tuned.